you're struggling with really tight hips, this video is for you. Make sure you watch it to the end. I'm going to take you through some drills that you can do to help loosen up your hips at home. Last week, I taught you how to release your hip flexors at home, so I hope you all gave that a go. If you didn't see it, head to our Facebook page and check out that video. We talked about how to release through the front of your hips. Today, we're going to talk about releasing through the back of the hips, so the glutes. These are muscles that you really want to target if your hips have been tight for a long while. So we're going to get stuck straight in. To begin with, we should come to an easy cross-legged position. Very simple. All you're going to do, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lean forward at your hips, walking the hands forwards. Crown of the head comes towards the ground. I'm just going to lift my head so that you can hear. Keep the crown of the head pushing down. Deep breaths, like I spoke about last time, we always hold our stretches for 5 deep breaths each. Each time you breathe out, you're seeing if you can relax your chest just a little bit further towards your shins, all right? Once you've held there, slowly come back up. You're going to switch over your shins so that the opposite shin is in front. This will feel a bit awkward. We always go with our favorite side first. So again, inhale, deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, leaning forwards. Walk the hands out. Chest comes towards your shins on the ground. Crown of the head falls towards the floor. You want to keep your neck completely relaxed. And again, each time you're breathing out, you're just relaxing that chest down a little bit more. You should be feeling this slowly, passively releasing through the back of your hips. All right, slowly come back in. From here, we're going to come up to a tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we're going to bring your right leg in front. Your knee is going to come to your hand, and from here you're going to walk that left leg out behind you and slowly come down to your elbows. This is called the pigeon stretch. You should feel this stretching quite a lot through that right glute. And again, each time you breathe out, you're just seeing if you can relax down into it a little bit more. If you're comfortable in this position, you can take your hands out, tuck the chin in, head comes to the ground. All right, but if you're quite uncomfortable, you can stay on your elbows, that's absolutely fine. Each time you breathe out, see if you can just relax that right glute just a tiny bit more and lengthen through your spine. So try not to be too rounded through your back. You want to be nice and flat through your back if you can. All right. Now to get out of this position, hands come down to the mat, tuck the toes of the back foot, lift the back knee, and unwind there. All right. We're going to repeat on the left leg. So left knee and shin comes out in front. Your knee wants to come to your wrist just here. Let that right leg go out behind you, walk it out until you start to feel a stretch, and then down to the elbows. All right. So again, nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose, and as you breathe out, really try and relax that left glute a little bit more. If you're feeling quite tight in this position, that's okay, just hold. If you need more of a stretch, hands go out long, crown of the head comes down to the mat. Remember, you're trying to lengthen through your spine, not being too rounded at all. Keep nice and long and just hold. All right, to get out of this, hands come to the mat, tuck the toes of the back foot, lift the back knee, and unwind from here. All right, now we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So you're going to come over the top of the shins to a seated position. Legs are out nice and long. Come all the way up onto your sit bones. From here, we're going to cross the right leg over the left knee. If that's stretching there for you, just hold. Keep your chest up and out. If you need more of a stretch, you're going to slide this left heel in. So the more you slide it in, the more it will stretch, so you just go to your comfort level. If you're quite flexible, you can bring the hips forwards and then walk the hands in until you feel a stretch and just hold. While you're holding this position, what you're doing is pushing your tailbone down into the mat as you lift the chest. So staying as long through the spine as you can. Your right knee you want to encourage it out to the side as much as you can, and a nice straight shin. So your shin should be parallel to the floor. All right, 5 deep breaths and then release. Repeating with your left leg. So the left foot comes over the top of the right knee. Again, if it's stretching there, just hold. If you need more, slide the right knee in. Remember, the more you slide it in, the more it will stretch. If you need even more, buttocks comes forwards, walk the hands in until you feel a really good stretch. Just take a quick look at your shin, make sure it's parallel to the floor and it's not tucked all the way in towards your hip. Push your tailbone down into the floor, lift your chest, shoulders down and back. Hold here, and then slowly release. All right. So you can repeat that a couple of times in a row if you're feeling quite tight through the back of your hips, or you can just use it as a daily routine. Next week, what I'm going to do is teach you how to release the inside of your thigh muscles, which is another common culprit of really tight hips. So make sure if you're struggling with that, watch that video next week, tune in, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.